I grew up as a foster child in foster care most of my young life. And one sort of extraordinary thing that happened to me when I was 10 was a group, a very famous rock band at the time, just out of nowhere invited our entire residential facility of kids to go see a concert. Never been to a concert. They brought us backstage, we got to meet the band, and it was just a really cool experience that stayed with me all my life. And up until that point, as I would go from home to home to home, I was always listening to the radio. That was like the only constant thing that went with me from placement to placement to placement. So it made me feel more comfortable and less frightened and less scared in all these new places that I was having to experience. But as I grew up, that experience of giving back, that gift of music to the foster children stayed with me. And I just decided, I was going to start Music That Reclaims to re-gift that which had been granted to me. And we started out first just doing musical experiences with VIP access to the performers, and then we switched it up and started to add music therapy as well as music education and musical instruments. A lot of the children are so young it's pre-verbal. They literally don't have words for what happened. And the music helps them connect and form an alliance with the therapist. But then you go to the opposite end of the spectrum when you get to be a teenager. You don't want to talk to an adult at all. So what they do is they use, once again, music, song lyrics, song lists to talk about what's going on.
A child being able to connect and trust another person, and that person being consistent as they move from placement to placement it's life-changing to have that experience. Giving that experience to the number of children that we've been able to in the city of St. Louis, it's been great.
You can fast forward that alliance that needs to happen with the therapist so quickly through music, rather than waiting for it to happen organically over 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Without Melanie's vision and dedication to achieve that vision, children in the St. Louis area would not have had access to music therapy services.
Any day that I spend bringing musical experiences, music therapy, music education, to the foster community, I feel like it's never a day I'm going to want to do over. It's always going to be a day you look back on and go, that was the best use of my time.